two reactions I want our viewers to hear. One, what is it exactly that Rahul Gandhi said which has caused a huge storm? One, in terms of possibly seeking foreign intervention, which has not possibly quite put the Congress on a back foot where Parliament is concerned with the reconvening of the budget session. The other, because a lot of leaders from the BJP over the course of the last 2 days have been saying that Rahul Gandhi, by saying democracy is under threat on foreign soil, has insulted India. India ka apmaan kiya hai. Let's listen in to what the Prime Minister said in Seoul in 2015, and on the other hand, on what Rahul Gandhi said in Cambridge just 3 weeks ago.
हिंदुस्तान में पैदा हुए, ये कोई देश है, ये कोई सरकार है, ये कोई लोग है, चलो छोड़ो चले जाए कहीं और लोग निकल पड़ते थे। कुछ वर्षों में तो हम ये भी देखते थे, उद्योग जगत के लोग कहते भाई अब तो यहां व्यापार नहीं करना है, अब यहां नहीं रहना है, और ज्यादातर लोगों ने तो एक पैर बाहर रख ही दिया था। और मैं आज विश्वास से कह सकता हूं कि अलग अलग जीवन के गणमान्य लोग, बड़े बड़े साइंटिस्ट क्यों न हो, विदेशों में कितनी ही कमाई क्यों न होती हो, उससे कम कमाई होती हो तो भी आज भारत वापस आने के लिए उत्सुक हो रहे हैं, आनंदित हो रहे हैं।
Well, how would you react if something, a structure 3.5 times Europe suddenly went non-democratic, right? That's happened already. That's not something that is going to happen in the future. That's already happened. But there's no reaction.
So the surprising thing is that the so-called defenders of democracy, which are the United States, European countries, seem to just be oblivious that a huge chunk of the democratic model has come undone, right? Which is a real problem.
First of all, it's our problem, right? It's an internal problem. It's an Indian problem. And the solution is going to come from inside. It's not going to come from outside.
All right, so what you just heard of Rahul Gandhi, you heard two very distinct, different reactions. The one you heard before, viewers, is when Rahul Gandhi seemingly had looked at foreign intervention. Many in India would interpret it as that. But clearly the blowback of that Dr. Kumar led him to make that second statement where he said that ultimately the problem will be solved in India and internally. It's our problem. But on the other hand, Rahul Shrivastava, I'll bring you in on this. In 2015 in Seoul, in Shanghai, again in 2015 in May, then all the way in 2014 at Madison Square. A couple of things that the Prime Minister said, and I'll quote, "Earlier you were ashamed of India, today you are proud. Indians were pessimistic earlier." There were times when people used to feel that it was a sin to be born in India, that they committed a sin in their past, that they were born in India. Rahul, you know, if this is the benchmark of Apmaan, then what the Prime Minister said on multiple occasions abroad will be then construed as Apmaan, where Indians are concerned, or insult to India. And on the other hand, Rahul Gandhi's, what he said in Cambridge of what the Congress's stand has been, very confusing, because he seemed to have said that why isn't there any foreign intervention on what's going on in India?
I think, Preeti, the real core issue involved here is that what is construed as an Apmaan, which needs an Maafi. This Maafi politics is very interesting. I think it largely depends, this demands of Apmaan and Maafi, on which way the political wind in domestic India blowing for a political party or a political leader. If you're on a high, then you actually get away with it. And if you're not on a high and you're losing political ground, like Rahul Gandhi is, then actually it emboldens a party like the BJP to go and attack him, because they know that there are not as many people listening to Rahul Gandhi as they are listening to Narendra Modi. Now, what Rahul Gandhi did in England was one big mistake, I think. I think the mistake was that he appealed to a geopolitics which is right now needs India. It needs Narendra Modi and India in that scenario, and entities which are ready to do business with dictators and despots. He's appealing to them that when the business climate is good for India, in India, he wants them to back his cry that there is democracy at stake in India. I think that's bad call. The second element is somebody who has been on a 4,000-kilometer long yatra comes and says that there is no democracy and also is not battling for it. He is not there in Nagaland, Tripura and Meghalaya fighting for his own party. The party is losing ground and he is not there even after that. That is a crisis for a political party, that if you are not heard in your own country, you go abroad and you say that democracy has threat, then who listens to you? I think this is a problem about who perceives it as a threat to democracy and who perceives it as an insult. The BJP feels emboldened today. If you see the BJP pattern, it's very interesting, Preeti, that in 2019, if you realize, when the BJP was under attack on Balakot and on Pulwama and others, the BJP asked Rahul Gandhi to apologize. Then came the statement by Mr. Sam Pitroda on the Rafale issue, and then Rahul Gandhi was asked to apologize. He had to apologize in the Supreme Court for misconstruing the statement. There have been a series of demands by the BJP asking Rahul Gandhi to apologize. I think it's a counter that the BJP knows it can get away with, because Rahul Gandhi, people are not voting for him. They are not backing him. Interestingly, if you see, in 2018, when the opposition Congress demanded Mr. Modi to apologize for that Palanpur speech in Gujarat, when he had said that Manmohan Singh, ex-Prime Minister, was confabulating with Pakistanis, Arun Jaitley issued a half apology. Now, this whole apology game is very dependent on who is there listening to which leader. I think beyond that, this is outrage versus outrage, as Ajay Kumar is saying.